Okay, guys. So I just wanted to share how um, gang stalking works sometimes. And this is like the spiritual version. It's not always like orchestrated from a bribe. Sometimes it's like whatever, like spirits or a spirit that's within the person that is like maybe there was a doorway open where that spirit was able to insert itself, or it was already there and it was able to be used. That's why they have something called demonic networks, because there are networks of demons that work through different vessels, just the same way if there's a network of angels that are in vessels of different individuals. So the reason why I'm focusing on this one card that says colorful is because when I first started writing out my own oracle deck, so to speak, I was making this colorful card and the word colorful and using different colors to make the word colorful. So, like the day after, either the same day later that day I made this card, or the next day, I went to go eat at Chang's Mongolian Grill with my son. They'd take us out to eat somewhere, to have fun and do stuff together, like I wanted to do with my family before I found out they were so wicked and some of them had killed off the ones that really held the family together to begin with, unfortunately. Um, I sat there and I knew first, I felt it when I went in there that the people had orchestrated some sort of gang stalking type of situation. So basically, they sat us in, like, we had been there like three times within 1 month or within a month and a half. And so they were starting to kind of get used to us going to that particular place. And when I know they catch on to that, I stop going for some time and go to other places so they don't get too comfortable with setting up different ways to basically to annoy and distract is what the gang stalking is. It's like harassment that's to annoy and distract and to get to like annoy us to the point where it really irritates us and get us off balance. So anyways, they had a table of people randomly sit directly next to us when they could have spaced it out because it wasn't too many people in there. And this also confirms the spiritual attack the last time when the other melanated man was there and he left after the attack was returned to cinder, and I started saying a prayer silently to myself. He just got up and left. He wasn't even there very long. He didn't even, I don't even remember seeing him go grab some food to eat. And I don't think he was eating before we got there, unless he was. But after that situation happened, it's another video on this channel. So, anyways, back to the family that had sat next to us. They started speaking all of a sudden, like once they knew that they had our attention, where they were saying certain things and they got loud, like out of the blue. They just started saying stuff like, uh, something related to crocodile, and I knew what that was about, and some other stuff they were saying. And then one of the things that they started saying loud was colorful for no reason. It didn't even match to, and then the woman repeated it again. It didn't even match to whatever they were saying at the time in their conversation, because they were literally right next to us, and they went up a few octaves or decibels of volume with their voices, and they started saying things that were related to me. And, just like a guy named Felix Lopez said on his channel, Welcome to the Awakening is what his channel is called. And he said that, and I knew exactly what he meant. He was like, and it also happens on on Facebook too, and your YouTube feed, where all of a sudden something that pertains to you will pop up. It's like gang stalking. Like, for instance, one time I could have sworn I thought I heard a voice that sound a little bit like my grandmother's voice that called my name. Next thing you know, on YouTube, boom, it said, don't say something about, if you hear a voice call your name, don't speak out. I mean, don't answer it back. I kid you not. And then that situation confirmed the gang stalking, because one time I was praying to God for Prophetess Maddie Nottage to come to Portland, Oregon. I literally took a picture. I have it somewhere. I will find it so I can post it as a thumbnail or make a video talking about this again and post that thumbnail of that photo if they didn't come in my house and remove it. Because this phone, I still have it in one of those older phones. I took a picture as I was so pissed off that they tried to make it seem like they put an ad up saying something like, Prophetess Maddie Nottage in Portland, Oregon, because I was praying to God that she one day comes to Portland, Oregon. If you look her up, you'll see she's a powerful woman of God, and I know she's of a royal bloodline. So for those of you who are Christians, do not F with that woman, okay? Um, all right? Like, you might have your opinions, but she's still doing the work of God, like, in the way that she's on the mission to do it. We're doing it in the way that we're supposed to be doing it out here in this planet. So anyways, I was, because I wanted some deliverance from something like that I was going through. So I was praying that I was in the shower when I said that prayer. Then I came back out here on the computer, and since they hacked my computer and stuff, that's why they was able to upload certain things directly to me that pertain to me. It's kind of like a mind f type of thing. Like, it's like a psychological harassment, and it's like they played with me, so to speak, because when I clicked on the link, I was like, oh cool. It's like before I clicked on it, I kind of had a feeling something was playing with me spiritually. But when I clicked on it, and I said, it didn't, basically she was not coming to Portland, Oregon. I even went to her personal website and checked her itinerary to see if she was coming to Portland, Oregon. She was not. Now that I'm saying this, one day she probably might come here, and hopefully by the grace of God I don't miss it. Because that'll be the time she actually come, and then I have no idea about it, or don't even, I'd be thinking, going, focusing on something else, and then I find out after the fact that she's been here. That's kind of how it works out sometime, unfortunately. But yeah, so that pissed me off one time, because I took a screenshot, a picture of my computer when it said that, and I knew that they were fucking with me. It's like a spirit, they do it in a spiritual way and a physical way. And I'm just now thinking about the book that a reptilian gave me about the Smithsonian hypnosis book. His name was Michael. One day I'll show that book too. Um, it's like these people knew who I was, but I didn't know. That's why a big deal was keeping my confidence low. So I apologize, y'all, if I come off as too cocky and arrogant at times, but it's part of, like, that's not what my intent is. It's just that I finally have some level of confidence, regardless of how I know people may perceive me. I feel like it's my job to care about my own confidence, and for me to have confidence, because I can't use somebody else's confidence in myself as my own confidence. That's not good enough, I don't think, because it hasn't really served me in the past. Because the people that were sent at me, they knew who I was, they knew my potential, but they tried to keep me from reaching that level of belief in myself, because of their own hatred and other reason. Like, they were projecting their envy and their jealousy of them seeing who I really was. They wanted me to not see who I really was, and that's what's happening to other people out there. So that's why I feel like this is important, because this is a big reason why even your own parents do certain things to you in your life, so that you grow up and you have a low self-esteem. Because I myself had a really low self-esteem, and I look back on my life and I see how things were worked out intentionally to keep me having a low self-esteem. Like, everything was a play on me, on my psyche, so that I would have a low self esteem and never figure out and find out who I really was, at least when it pertains to the eyes of God, like the Most High, I should say. And so, yeah, it really pissed me off about that Prophetess Maddie Nottage stuff. And then the same thing happened with Catherine Crick. They even wrote it on a tree. They put it short, CKAT. She's an apostle. Well, at least she calls herself an apostle, or she was ordained by God to be. I don't know. You know how patriarchs feel about that, but yeah. And they wrote it on a tree. I took a picture of that too, because they were harassing me and gang stalking me. They said cat, but KAT, and put a question mark, because they were fucking with me, and it was at a store I was headed to, because they knew my route, what I was going to take. They've done that with several different things, several different instances that I actually capture on film or photo, because I knew it was a mindful. It's like it was something spiritual about it that let me know that this was intentional to fuck with me, basically. Sorry. But yeah, so I just wanted to show that as an example of how one version of gang stalking, of the basically psychological harassment, I call it that anyways. So in case people don't understand the term gang stalking, because I didn't either until I figured out what it was, the essence of it, after it had after I was made aware of it by lovely Miss Spiritual Advisor LLC Tarot channel. And it was because of her that I like upgraded to this level of confidence of this spiritual practice, or like quote unquote religion. But yeah, because there was in tarot readings that people send, they hate you because of your religion, or they harassing you or gang stalking you because of your religion. But the funny part is, we should be harassing and gang stalking them because of their religion, because they believe in killing and harming innocent people that didn't do nothing to them, to get power and like fame and fortune from doing these rituals. Maybe go check out spirit cooking. That's an actual ritual that some celebrities partake in, and it was confessed years ago. That's when my eyes was being open. Like sometimes they show you things in plain sight, and they know that a lot of people won't believe it, so that's why they mock you in your face and they show it to you. They show you it because they know a lot of people just like, oh, they're just effing around. Little do you know. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I just wanted to make a quick video talking about that. Hopefully this was helpful enough for you to get a better understanding.